Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. With that week over, it is time to move on to another week. We're looking hopeful. We've got ourselves the Marks of Grace to get the Graceful, and we've also got ourselves some agility levels so we can take on Santa and the Twisted if we get lucky. So let's go ahead and spin ourselves 4 new regions for another week of Regional Rumble. Alright, you know what? All things considered, I'm actually pretty happy with those regions. Got some production next week, so we'll move on to another week of Regional Rumble. Hello and welcome to another episode of Regional Rumble. This week we are going to be spending a lot of time in the desert. However, I do want to start in Varrock for one plain simple reason, and that is I'm not going to have any GP if I go straight to the desert. I won't have water skins or anything like that, so I do want to thieve from a few guards before we head down there. But most of the content this week is going to be in the desert. Of course, we do have access to Beneath the Cursed Sands once again. I am intended to attempt it again. We don't have the bone crossbow, but we do have Lowe's archery shop just over here. So that's not too bad, and we can access Void. We will have to move our house to Poliminovich, and then I'm just gonna get rid of that. And then we'll be able to get our house there in the desert, so that means we can get Void as well. I don't know what else I would need. I'm not really thought that too far ahead of it. I do have a bit of a plan for this week. Most of it is based around Beneath Cursed Sands. But there are a few other things like completing bar crawl steps and getting money from Pyramid for the future. Whether we carry it over or not really depends what we get from the Brimstone chest, which we'll also be doing this week because we have Kebos. So we'll see how that goes. But as for right now, I'm going to start the timer. We are going to steal from some guards over here. And I'm going to talk to Aubrey because we need to progress the Rogue Trader minigame, which will allow us to buy runes in Al-Kharid next time we're there. And there we go, that's the Aubrey step done. We've now got to do the bar crawl, that means the Blue Moon Inn. I've got 510 GP from stealing from guards, that should be enough to get us to the pyramid with some water skins and stuff. We'll tick off the 2 bar crawl steps, and then I think I'm going to head down to the desert, and we'll get ourselves the coins from the pyramid, along with a few other things I want to do while I'm down there. Alright, small change of plans. I decided to come over here and use up the Brimstone key before we go down to the desert. We will see what we get. I think the best thing for us to get right now is coins. Anything that I can, like, sell to a shop or Alk or something is also pretty good. What I really don't want is, like, dart tips or coal or something, because that's really useless to us right now. But let's go ahead and open up the first Brimstone chest of the account, which is also going to be a hard task in the Kebos area. So, let's open. And we got ourselves 134k GP. That is perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. And it's also a hard task in the Kebos area completed. Alright, so with that task completed, we have our choice of the rewards of 500,000 XP. 10 Battle Mage potions or 10 Antidotes ++. These rewards are not very useful for what I'm going to do this week, nor what I plan to do in the future. The antidotes, I guess, save me a bit of time, but 500,000 XP, if that lands on something like Herblore, we are absolutely set. So I'd really like to get some good XP from this, but I could get scammed, so we're going to see what we get from the spin. Let's go ahead and spin the XP wheel. Let's see where that 500,000 XP is going. No, 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 no. Sam, why did you wish it into existence? Oh, no, I don't. Oh, this is awful. Gotta be honest, I know it sounds ridiculous, but I really kind of am tempted just to take the antidotes. I mean, we need anti-poison beneath Cursed Sands, and they are super easy to get, but an antidote would save me the job of getting them, and why make an XP? It's just useless. We don't need it. We've got 63. I don't know what the highest requirement is for a quest, but it's really not hard to train. It just doesn't feel worth it, so... Ah, man. I think I'm going to take the antidotes. Right, well, after that major disappointment, because we got 134k from the Brimstone chest, we don't actually need to go to the pyramid just yet. I will be doing some later on, probably, to get some money. But what I do want to do is go over here to the estate agent, and as I said earlier, we're going to relocate our house to the desert. 7.5k, that is fine. That means we can now use Void, but of course we are going to need a weapon and ammunition. So the next step is to get a U short bow, and we're also going to get ourselves some arrows from Lowe's. As we have so much money stacked up, this is going to be quite a breeze. I'm probably going to dump a lot of money into, like, Addy arrows, because I want to use the best I can possibly get for the boss fight. It was very difficult last time I did it, and that was with a bone crossbow, which also is terrible, but I still don't really want to, like, half attempt it. I want to try and give it everything I possibly can. So we are going to get ourselves the best gear we possibly can, and probably at the end of the episode I will be attempting it. I think I'll stack up some money from Pyramid in the meantime once I've got everything ready, and then that will be how we finish off the week. If we don't succeed on the first try, then I'll probably not attempt it again. I mean, I said that last week about the Taste of Hope boss. I probably would have gone for it again. It really depends on time and how well I do in the fight. Cheeky little axe from the Varrock sewers. We're going to need this to chop a U-log. I also got myself the flax and knife from over on the Isle of Souls. They're up on the northern side. And we'll be able to go ahead and make ourselves a U short bow. Hopefully it doesn't take too long to chop the log with just an iron axe and 61 wood cutting. But we'll just have to see how that goes. Alright, got ourselves the U short bow. I'm now going to head over to Lowe's, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to buy the adamant arrows yet. That is what we will use for the quest, but we do have a cow fight task, so what I'm actually going to do is just buy a big chunk of bronze arrows. They've gone up a bit. Okay, we're going to hop around. We're going to get a lot of bronze arrows, and we're going to use these to do the cow fight task, because I think I'm going to kill the higher level ones. That way we'll get more Slayer XP, and of course we're going to do the task regardless, so that will work for that. I also don't have to do as much pyramid because of the money we got from the chest, so that saves us a bunch of time for that. There's not actually that much else to do. I'm going to try and get some prayer potions at some point, and I think the biggest problem I have with that is getting snake grass. I may have to do Puro, which is, of course, not my favorite thing to do. I don't really have a better way of getting it. I'm probably going to look into it and see if there is a better way. But other than that, I think prayer potions are the biggest concern for me right now. The food I will be using for the quest boss fight is going to be swordfish. I can fish them in multiple different places this week. Probably will be using the Isle of Souls to get them, though. Very easy, and we can get ourselves a harpoon in the desert as well. We could alternatively do some Temperos and get some fish from that, but it's not really necessary because I can't actually cook much else anyway. I can't cook sharks, so even if I did get them, it's completely pointless, and I think swordfish would then be the next best fit. Alright, we're good for cow fight, but I did come up with a small realization, and that is that I could actually get a bone crossbow this week. And the reason for that is because if we go to the surface, and we go down here, we go into the cow fight lair. I'm trying to work out where the shortcut comes out. I think it's here, but for some reason it doesn't link. It basically takes you to Dorgesh Khan, the underground area, and because it is an underground connection, it means I can use it from this side. Since we unlocked Death for the Dorgeshan, we are able to take that shortcut. I knew about it to go this way so that we could do KQ while in Lumbridge, but I completely forgot that you can do it the other way round as well. So we can go from Desert to Dorgesh Khan, and then we can go to the Lumbridge Cellar, which will also allow us to buy the bone crossbow. And in the future, we will be able to buy stuff from the RFD chest as well. The only thing is we cannot go up the ladder into Lumbridge Castle, because obviously that would then put us in the Lumbridge region. But it still does unlock a few things, which is quite nice. Unfortunately, I'd already geared up with all this stuff, so I'm going to go ahead and use the U-short bow with the bronze arrows. If I run out and I need more, I will head over to the bone crossbow, and we'll get some bone bolts and stuff. Probably won't get any more bronze arrows, although I am still planning to use adamant arrows for the quest boss fight, because I figure that would be more DPS than, of course, using the bone crossbow. But for now, we're going to go ahead and kill some guardians, get ourselves some Slayer XP, get this task done. I definitely should have got a Slayer gem, but you know me, I never have them. Alright, this is taking way too long to do. It takes about 4 minutes per kill, which means it's going to take 3 hours and 20 minutes to do this task if I kill these. I did want the extra XP, and trust me, it's nice, but as I said, it's taking too long. So we're going to go over to the baby ones, just over here, and we're going to slaughter them. They are the soldiers. I'm going to kill the workers. There's a cannon here, so I'm going to hot wilds, but we will be killing these to complete this task. And then I'll probably get another one from Mauritania. We'll see if we can do that. If not, I will start prepping for Beneath Cursed Sands. Like I said, there's not that much I need to do. It's just the snake grass I'm concerned about. So I'll get all the gear together, and we'll get going. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to head up to Soul Wars, and we are going to grab ourselves an ectophile, because there is a Purdue up there. It's a little bit of money. We've got over 100k though, so it should be fine. And we do have Agility Pyramid if we do need more. Just for the convenience of getting over to Mauritania, grabbing ourselves a new task. If we get a task that we can do, then we're going to probably want to go back there anyway. So I think it's probably worth it. Also, it is a one-click teleport that we can use later on if I decide to bring it with us to the boss fight. I might not. I might honestly just abandon it and just bring the extra food, because I can get back and get my stuff if I do happen to die. We'll have to see how it goes at end. Let's see, Purdue, 4.6k. It's not all that bad. Let's go and get ourselves another Slayer task. Alright, next Slayer task. What are you going to give us? Something that we can do, please? Cave slimes. We can actually do this. If there is nowhere else to do it, we can still use the shortcut from Dorgesh Khan. To Dorgesh Khan, sorry. Because that, well, through the Calphite lair, that will give us access to the cave slime. So that is actually doable this week. Also, we need anti-poisons for that, but I am going to be grabbing the antidotes from that hard task that we did earlier. It still is really annoying me that we got fire making XP, because 500,000 XP on basically anything else would have been huge. But I guess I'll get the 10 antidotes, and we'll go ahead and do that Slayer task as well. Just a quick demonstration of how to get through the Calphite lair to Dorgesh Khan. If you take this entrance here, it puts you right inside the cave, south of the city. A very convenient shortcut for us indeed. And that is going to be the cave slime task completed. On to another one. And our next task is bears. Simple enough. Another one down? Next task, please. So, for my own sanity, I'm grabbing a Dorgeshan crossbow and some bone bolts. It's way better for training. Another task. Lizards. We can kill them in the desert pretty easily. Task complete. Speeding through these. Well, now we're stuck. Kilobots can only be killed in the Lumbridge region. We'll have to finish this another week. Just collecting ourselves some supplies from Chaos Druids for Beneath Cursed Sands, including some juicy super energies that we can make this week. Almost ready. Still need to get the fungus to make the super energies, but I'm going to quickly head over to Puro and get myself some snake grass for these prayer potions. Well, that took hardly any time at all. Prayer pots obtained. God bless this infinite sickle crate. And that's going to be all the fungus for the super energies. Very nice. Of course, 69 fishing. Why not? Alright, so this may be a controversial idea, but I'm actually going to drop this stack of antidotes. How much is it worth? What? I thought these were super cheap, but apparently not. 44k. I'm going to drop the stack of antidotes, and I'm going to keep a 4-dose. I dropped the 3-dose that I had. It's just over here. And we are going to collect up as much food as possible, because honestly, I don't think I'm going to use more than a 4-dose antidote. And I'm going to end up dropping them at the end of the episode anyway. So I think having the extra food is going to be super, super worth it. I'm going to be dropping the ectophile as well, unfortunately. Yeah, the one-click teleport is nice, but the problem with it is that I'd rather just go full out for the kill. And, you know, hope that we manage to do it. Because if we miss it by one food and I've got the one-click teleport, I'm going to be really gutted. I can always get back and get my stuff if I die. We've got 4 hours and 51 minutes this time. It's not going to be cut as tight as it was last time. Definitely not going to be risking that, and I will be restoring all my stats before I go ahead and take on the boss anyway. Just going to get ourselves a little bit more food just to fill up these gaps, and then I'm going to head over to Varrock. We're going to load up on adamant arrows, which we've got some money for right here. And that should set us up entirely for the Scabrous boss. Hopefully this goes a bit better than it did last time. We do have the super energies this time. Alright, there we go. That is 400 adamant arrows. If I manage to get through all of these and still don't kill it, I'm pretty sure I'm dead anyway, so I'm not going to get more arrows than that, and I will not be picking them up because I'm going to be too focused on killing the boss. I've got plenty of money, and I can get plenty more from the pyramid, so money's not too big of a concern right now. I'm just going to go up, recharge my prayer, and then I'm going to sort of slowly work my way back down. I just realized I'm going to take damage from the desert heat. There's not really much I can do to avoid that other than by giving up a food for a water skin, which I might have to do. That's kind of annoying, actually. Yeah, I probably will have to do that. So we are going to head down to Soften because I think I'm fully geared now. I'm a bit nervous about this. I don't think it's going to go great. It wasn't going too bad last time until I ran out of energy, and obviously we do have super energies this time, so more energy than it was before. We'll see how this goes. Alright, well, it's time for attempt number 2. We've got ourselves fully geared. I'm sincerely hoping this goes better than the previous one. I can't see it going much worse. I don't have a teleport out, so I either kill them or they kill me. We'll see how it goes. I'm doing, like, so much less DPS than I was before. Yep. Saw that coming. Well, I don't think I was going to make it anyway. My DPS was absolutely abysmal. I don't know why it was so bad. It seemed a lot better with a bone crossbow. Even though I know for a fact that bone bolts and dogskin crossbow is not better DPS. Not in the slightest, so really confused as to that one. But nonetheless, we've got 4 hours and 27 minutes. I don't have to worry about running back super fast this time, so the intensity is off. I think I can do that fight. I think I just need a bit better luck on DPS. That just felt really underwhelming of how much damage I should have been doing. I don't understand. Alright, well, it's been a little bit, and we have decided that we are going to call it quits with Beneath Cursed Sands. It doesn't, I mean, maybe I could do it, honestly. I think a few attempts I could possibly do it, but the time that I'm investing into this isn't even worth it, because even if we do complete the quest, there's no way I'm doing a 150 raid, which is the requirement to get the boss kills, by the way. So I've headed over here. We're going to get ourselves another bone crossbow and a bunch more bolts. I'm going to attempt to do the Haunted Mine and Spirits of the Elid instead. And the reason for that is just because they're two useful quests to have done. I think I'm fairly confident in my ability to do them. And quite frankly, I don't want to be wasting my time on Beneath Cursed Sands. And even if I did complete Beneath Cursed Sands, the rewards for it, which are, because it's a hard task, is a potential 10 stand potions, which I wouldn't be able to carry over unless I ditched something. So I'd be in a pretty awful spot at that point. I mean, yes, the 500k XP could go on something useful, but what if it doesn't? Then I'm really in a bad spot. So we've got ourselves some bolts. We've got ourselves a bit of an itinerary of what we're going to be doing. Spirits of the Elin, Haunted Mine. I guess we'll get to it. Right, we're going to start off with some Chaos Druids because I'll need to get, I think, a lore rune for Spirits of the Elid. I'm going to double check the items required, but I'm pretty sure I need a lore rune for it. But I also want to try and get some Aventos and some Ranars while doing this because that would also be super helpful. Wouldn't say no to Snake Grass as well. That would say be going to Puro Puro. We might need them for the Haunted Mine boss fight, so I could always appreciate that. And obviously the energy potions are always going to be amazing. We're running around and doing quests, so can't complain with that. Well, that's the lore runes obtained. Let's head back down to the desert. Actually, I'm going to quickly double check the items because a few weird ones in here. Alright, we've got ourselves all the stuff. We're going to head down to Ruins of Unkar. Oops, can't get XP here, so hopefully I don't misclick. We're going to go down to Ruins of Unkar. I'm going to get myself the knife from there. I can get a needle and thread in Softenum. I'm very limited on space here because I collect up the Harrowlanders so that we can make energy potions. I'll be able to use the chocolate dust from Nada and make some energy potions. I probably should figure out a way of getting vials of water, actually, because I don't... I can buy anti-poisons and empty them, but that's quite expensive. So I'm hoping I can think of a better way of doing it. But having energy potions will be nice. I mean, I'll take it. Just got 73 hit points while killing the golem. Don't mind if I do. Sweet. Alright, let's go ahead and finish Spirits the Elite. There we go, that is quest complete. 8,000 prayer XP, 1,000 thieving, 1,000 magic. We'll take that, and some quest points as well. 60 prayer, that's pretty nice actually. That gives us 2 levels, I think that was. We're also going to do this, because that will give us a medium task in the desert area, which is super nice, and a bonus to our hit points. Cool. I'm going to be selling off these adamant arrows, as I would rather have the money, and I'm not going to be needing them anymore. Back to the pyramid to make a little bit more money for the future weeks. We are going to get on with Haunted Mine. This is the last thing I'm planning to... Oh, wait, I started Haunted Mine? I didn't remember that. Oh, apparently I already started this quest. This is what we're going to finish off this week with. If we've got time at the end, I'll probably go back to the pyramid and get some more money and agility XP. We did nearly get 66, so that would be nice to get. Until then, though, I'm going to get this quest done. And we'll spam through it. I probably won't record anything of this quest. Maybe the boss fight. It really depends on how it goes. Well, that was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be. But we are about to fight Treus. I've got no energy because I had to use it to race the stupid ghost. I believe this is the final part of the quest. I mean, we kill Treus Dave, and then we go and get ourselves the salve thing. I don't know if there's an easy way to get it back, because obviously I'm going to be getting rid of it at the end of this. I don't know if you can get it from, like, Purdue or something, but it could be useful for the future if there is an easy way to re-access it. I might go ahead and do Tarn's Lair with this much time left. I didn't think I was going to have so much time left. But if we can, we can get it enchanted, and I think it remembers that. So if I get another salve in the future, it should still have it. But let's go ahead and fight ourselves. Freya's Death. I believe it's pre-range. I thought I did this and it starts the fight. Or did I just... Oh, I think I'm cancelling the dialogue. That's my own fault. Got it. It's because I was putting prayer on, I was cancelling the dialogue. Got it. Right, let's get this boss fight done. What is that? I'm out. Yeah. I need to get more food. Oh my god, that hurts so much. I didn't think I was going to take that much damage. Jesus. Well, I do have a harpoon on me, so I think I can actually get some food from Berg de Rot. I'm not entirely sure. I know it has sharks down there. I'm kind of hoping it has swordfish as well. We'll have to see. Otherwise, I'm going to need to sort myself out some more food. That was brutal. Alright, we're going to go for attempt number 2. I got to be honest, if he's re-healed, I don't see much chance of me actually completing this. If I take the same amount of damage and do the same amount of damage as I did last time. I really hope he hasn't re-healed. We've got terrible food this time because apparently you cannot fish swordfish in Mauritania. So I had to buy salmon from Rufus, I think his name is, the guy in Canifis, and then I restocked on mackerel when we got to Berg de Rot. So these heal like 7. It's pretty awful. I'm just really hoping he hasn't re-healed and I can maybe just brute force my way through this. We'll have to see how this goes. Oh my god. No, I'm out. Screw this. We cannot do this. I'm taking so much damage. It is absolutely ridiculous. If I'm going to do this again in the future, I'm going to get a recoil. I'm going to get better food. We've got 19 minutes left. I really don't think I have enough time to properly attempt this. So, unfortunate, really. I thought that was going to go a bit better. I'm not going to lie. I think for the rest of this episode, I'm going to get all my stuff sorted. I'm going to store the void in the house and whatnot. And we're probably just going to grind that agility pyramid because I can't do this quest. Just storing the void back in the house, so we don't have to remember that at the end of the episode. I'm going to get myself geared up with some water skins and some wines to re-heal, and we will spend the last 13 minutes at the agility pyramid. Just before we finish the stream, get ourselves 66 agility with 18 seconds remaining. I'm just going to try and get myself a little bit more XP before this timer runs out, and we'll finish off the episode. We'll do one more obstacle. I mean, I'm midway through it now, but that is going to end off this episode, and that is... well, another week of Regional Rumble completed. Alright, with that week over, we are going to be carrying over the top 8 items in the inventory. That is the cash tag, 261,000 GP, the Dragon Longsword, Red Dead Body, 55 Marks Grace, Rune Boots, Helm of Nature's Knot, the Dragon Defender, and of course the Barcrawl card, which only has 2 more regions to get. We need Gnome and Sears, preferably Gnome first, because obviously Sears is the finishing region as well. But with all that said, we're going to go ahead and spin ourselves some new regions. So we need 4 new regions the next week. And just a reminder, we cannot get Mauritania because we've already had it 2 weeks in a row. So let's go ahead and spin ourselves some regions. Alright, I can work with those. They're not exactly the greatest, but there are a few things, and they've always got some good positive things in there. I'm not going to spoil too much for the next episode, but we're going to wrap it up here and move on to another episode of Regional Rumble.